The death of the adult Natalie Scatorcio, Juliette Lewis, is a moment that forever changes Yellowjackets. In Season 1, Natalie is revealed to be one of 4 survivors still alive 25 years after the plane crash that stranded the high school girls' soccer team in the wilderness. Between the teenage Natalie, Sophie Thatcher, and the adult version played by Lewis, Natalie has been at the center of both Yellowjackets' past and present-day timelines since the series began. Yellowjackets Season 1's ending reveals another present-day survivor when followers of the adult Lottie Matthews, Simone Kessel, kidnap Natalie. She is brought to Lottie's spiritual community, where she continues searching for answers and forms an unexpected friendship with a follower named Lisa, Nicole Maines. When other members of the Yellowjackets cast of characters arrive at Lottie's compound as well, the past comes back to haunt Natalie and her fellow survivors, and leads to her death. Natalie was accidentally killed by Misty in Yellowjackets Season 2's ending. Misty was trying to protect Natalie. Juliette Lewis as Natalie, who is not happy in Yellowjackets Season 2. Natalie dies during Yellowjackets Season 2's ending when Misty Quigley, Christina Ricci, accidentally stabs her with a syringe filled with phenobarbital. During the Queens of Hearts sacrifice ritual in the forest, Lisa confronts Natalie and the other survivors with a gun and is alarmed by the discussion of past killings they were involved in. Lisa is angry and has her gun pointed at Natalie, as she feels confused, scared, and betrayed after opening up to Natalie, getting closer to her, and offering her forgiveness. She demands that Natalie drop the knife she is holding, which leaves Natalie defenseless. As the confrontation escalates between Lisa and Natalie, Misty takes out the syringe, first concealing it behind her back. After a few moments, Misty runs forward, intending to stab Lisa in order to protect Natalie. Misty believes Natalie is her best friend and refuses to let her be killed or harmed by Lisa. Natalie steps in front of Lisa, though, which means that Misty accidentally stabs the woman she believes is her best friend, and is powerless to prevent her death. Why Natalie stepped in front of Lisa? Was she trying to save her? Natalie did not want to repeat the same mistake she made with Harvey. In the moments before Natalie steps in front of Lisa, there is a flashback montage including clips of Harvey Martinez, Luciano Leroux, dying and Natalie explaining to Coach Ben Scott, Stephen Croiger, about how he died in her place. Harvey's death always haunted Natalie, as he was trying to help her when he died, and she only survived because he was sacrificed to the wilderness instead of her. Natalie refused to let history repeat itself with Lisa, so she intentionally stepped in to sacrifice herself and to save her friend's life. As Natalie dies, she envisions herself aboard a plane, and Harvey is the first one she sees, as he tells her that there is no reason to be afraid. This is a final reminder of how heavily Harvey's death has weighed on her and how it has continued to influence her actions, even 25 years later. Saving Lisa cannot change what happened to Harvey, but Natalie can at least die knowing that someone she cared about, someone innocent, did not have to needlessly die because of the choices she had made. How Natalie's real cause of death was covered up in Yellowjackets. Natalie's history made a cover-up convincing. Misty in the car in Yellowjackets. Like other deaths in Yellowjackets' present-day timeline, Natalie's death is covered up, with the official cause being reported as a drug overdose. Due to Natalie's long history of being an addict who had been in and out of drug rehabilitation numerous times, and the phenobarbital in her system, it is not difficult to convince the authorities that a drug overdose was the source of her demise. The surviving Yellowjackets may not be that fond of Misty, but they know it was an accident and that Misty would never intentionally kill the person she saw as her best friend. Misty's heartbroken reaction to Natalie's death, her palpable grief, and the blame she already places on herself show that Misty will be grappling with this tragedy in Yellowjackets Season 3 and for the rest of her life. While Misty is the individual character most affected by Natalie's death, her loss is felt across the entire series. The adult Natalie has been a consistent and compelling presence since the first episode and an important counterpart to Thatcher's depiction of the younger Natalie. Yellowjackets will never be the same without the adult Natalie alive and at the forefront of the story.